Hello, everybody. I'm Elwirfy, and today, first off, I want to check in and say, hey, you haven't seen my face in a while, so I figured I'd first off point out that I'm alive. I'm not just like some weird ghostly figure who's recording behind the scenes. But I made this video because I felt like recently there's been a lot more advertising thrown in my face in my own personal life. I don't know if this is something that you guys have been feeling as well, but recently I have not been paying for YouTube Premium just because of the way I've been doing videos. I haven't needed YouTube Premium, so I just kind of stopped doing that. But with how many advertisements flood my YouTube experience, I think I'm going to have to go back to paying for YouTube Premium simply because there's too many ads. Like, I understand that content creators, especially myself, right, would love to make money from ads being played. But I think that ads, in my opinion, should only come at the beginning or at the end of a video. I think mid-roll ads in videos are specifically very harming to a viewer's enjoyment of the video. As a small content creator, I've always kind of prided myself on talking about the fact that I want things that are both pro YouTuber but also pro viewer. And as a viewer of YouTube, someone who uses YouTube, I don't watch TikTok, I don't use Instagram. YouTube is my thing, as it always has been. So to have a platform which takes up so much of my attention, I would hope that the experience would be reflective of someone who should be rewarded for engaging with the platform. But not having premium has made it so that way I get ads for the most random things. I did a poll on my channel about a month ago asking people if they if when an ad appears, if they would click on it, if they want to interact with it, if they want to spend money on it. And now, granted, nobody really voted. I only got one vote, but they said no, they don't interact with the ads. So even in this very small YouTube space, right, where we don't have a lot of response because of our low viewer count, the one person did reply, did say they don't interact with the ads, which I agree with. I see an ad, and honestly, it makes me despise whatever company I'm looking at. If I see, uh, an ad for like a truck, for example, I'm sitting here like I'm poor. I can't afford a truck. I don't even have a car right now at my stage in life. So, I'm just kind of grinding, doing my best to survive, like bare minimum amount of expenses that I can. And I'm sure for a lot of other Americans and people around the world, it's very hard to have these fancy luxury things. You see a new 2026 Chevy or something, you're like, I'm not going to buy that. No Ford Explorer is going to trick me. Or like I'll see ads. Ah, man. Another thing that I've seen a lot recently that's been pushed to me, which is weird because I do have a girlfriend, but I see a lot of ads for AI girlfriends, and I'm thinking weird. Why would well, first off, if I was single, why would YouTube think that that is the type of ad I would want to see? Because maybe I'm invested in things that aren't related to relationships. Maybe you're someone who isn't necessarily looking for a partner, right? So that's the first thing. Secondly, though, what do you get out of it, like dating like an AI girlfriend? And I don't know why I get ads for it. I mean, I've told YouTube I don't want to see ads like this, but they keep have showing up. I don't know. I don't like it. But like, do you guys get these ads? Like, has this been like a growing problem in the dating world? I've been kind of like working on writing a book about modern dating in general, which is why I'm talking about it because hey, a book might be coming out soon, maybe. Um, but I feel like real relationships in online dating as a whole is something that has evolved over time ever since I was a young guy who used Tinder and then eventually moved on to using Hinge where I met my current girlfriend. I feel like there is definitely a space already created for people to connect with other people. So I don't know why we would need an AI to replace that connection. Now, some of it might be, the culture. Maybe the women or men you're interacting with aren't necessarily something you're looking for, whether it is an AI boyfriend or AI girlfriend. Like, why would someone feel like they aren't welcome in the dating space? On the guy's side, because obviously I'm a guy, I can speak to that. I know that guys get less matches in online dating than they do with um, women. Women tend to get a lot more matches, but then of course the quality of those matches is a big variety. You have good guys, bad guys, guys in between. stuff like that. So I can see more so on the guy's side why an AI girlfriend might be appealing because it's someone to talk to, but ultimately it's a shallow relationship because this AI is essentially a yes woman who will say whatever they need to say in order for you to enjoy using the AI experience. So also I understand that like we don't as humans we're very social creatures, so we want to be engaged with other people, but an AI is not, in my opinion, a good replacement for that connection, simply on the basis that deep down, whether you're going to admit it or not, you know it's not real. You know you're not talking to a real person. So I think that it's a disservice to you in a sense because you're essentially harming yourself by avoiding real experiences, maybe out of fear, anxiety, maybe it's even depression. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on anything. This is just kind of my opinion of what I've seen. So moving forward, right, especially as we think about how AI is evolving and advancing, how supposedly they're supposed to take our jobs, right, it makes me wonder, again, tying back to the main point of the video, advertising, with so much AI being pushed in our advertising, I mainly wanted to know from you guys, and again, please comment in the comments section. I know I always ask it whenever I do one of these. I don't really get a lot of comments, but this is something I'm curious about. Like, do you guys engage with ads? If you're a single guy, do you see ads for AI girlfriends? And what would make you want to click on an ad or not click on an ad for the AI companionship? Or if it's a new car or a house or like a VPN or like any sort of ad in general. Because like, you ever watch a YouTube video and you get interrupted by like 4 ads in between? Now, YouTube recently took away my ability, as far as I'm aware, to decide where an ad break goes in a video. So when I just hit monetize on my video, I just assume the ads are hopefully in the correct spot. And I apologize if while you're watching this, you watched an ad that interrupted my chain of thought, because I think that's a disservice. And I am not in control of the ads right now. I'm going to be doing more work to look into that in the future. So for the time being, if you are watching YouTube Premium, thank you for supporting the channel by watching. If you sat through ads for this video, thank you. And also, I hope you didn't click on any of those ads, because I think that there's enough sources in our lives as a collective that is trying to pull money from us that there's no reason for us to feel a need to succumb to an ad on YouTube. Obviously, the ads on YouTube exist because people are clicking on them. If you are someone who genuinely sees an ad, thinks, oh, I'd love to buy this, I would love to know, does that thought come from lack of impulse control? Is it coming from maybe something's missing in your life and you want to fill that with the feeling of buying things? Like, where is the logic behind like getting drawn in by an advertisement? Because in my entire life, I'm 28 now, I have never personally felt like I would see an ad and immediately jump at the idea. Like, for me, like I recently saw advertising and people are all talking about, the new StarCraft miniature game, right? And I'm really excited. I'm down to save my money to try and get it, but I'm not rushing to bankrupt myself. I'm not going to put myself in a bad financial position just to get a product. And I feel like advertising capitalizes on people who are willing to compromise themselves, who are willing to make their quality of life worse to get a thing, because maybe of fear of missing out, maybe because of, again, a lack of human interaction, and buying things maybe helps you feel better. There's a lot of extraneous things that I'm sure I'm not picking up on. Again, not an advertising expert, not a psychology expert. But I'm just very curious about the state of advertising right now on YouTube as I move forward. And obviously, as you can tell, since we're talking like face to face, I'm hopefully going to be able to do more discussion type videos where I'm going to talk about things I've been seeing. Yes, I've been observing the YouTube culture as a whole, despite the fact that I've only been posting gaming videos. So more of that to come. With that, I think that covers everything. So again, in the comments, let me know. Do you buy things when you see a YouTube ad, or do you say, no, I don't buy anything? And if you do or don't, please tell me why you come to that decision. Thank you all for watching. As always, guys, I'm Elwirfy, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.